take a roll call vote.
To modify the agenda,
Class.
Yes.
Cruz.
Yes.
Davidson.
No.
Campbell.
yes.
DeShano.
Yes.
So the second one was the
Maple Street,
Maple Street.
get it graded and gravelled. If she wants to sell those lots, she should have the right to sell them, and she can't.
This is just putting it on the
Right.
Right,
on the
but
agenda.
that's what that is.
All right. Cruz.
Yes.
Davidson.
Nope.
Campbell.
Yes.
DeShano.
Yes.
Class.
Yes.
And then the last one is the new camera system.
Davison.
Nope.
Campbell.
Yes.
DeShano.
Yes.
Class.
Yes.
Cruz.
Yes.
How many people are out in that hallway?
Half a dozen.
6 or 7.
They might be able to hear if you speak it louder into your mics.
There's no
Not
speakers, they're not hooked up.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're there to record
Sorry.
only, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Common misconception.
So we've already talked to a couple of the people on the phone, and they didn't want to come in and sit down. So anyhow,
Okay.
Yeah,
The
no, I
treas-
think they're older, they probably should.
I make a motion to approve the previous minutes
I actually have some corrections, since we kind of jumped in the other direction.
for September 9th.
Yes. Under bills and payroll, the motion to approve the bills, we held off on the Porta John bill, adjust the bill for BAISD, and correct the addition of the Floyd Fisher bill to $43.35. It's listed as $43.35, and that's probably the way that I spoke it, but the correction was to take the bill to $4,335.
Oh.
So that's a pretty big
Oh.
difference. I had to go and double check it myself. When I saw it, I was like, I don't, it seemed
Oh,
like it
you
was
might
a
have
lot
said
more than that.
43.35, and I
Exactly.
just went with,
And I apologize, I used the shorthand on that amount, so.
So $4,335.
Yes, it's
Okay.
a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah. And since I don't see the bills,
Right, exactly, I'm sure it's hard to do with just hearing, right? And, you know, I had a couple of other ones that I can just show you, that are just little, you know, little word usage, nothing, you know, as big as that. So, just a couple of grammatical.
So we'll approve the minutes for September 9th with the corrections.
Seconded.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Treasurer's report, any questions?
Make a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I'll second it.
Is-
And we got accepting it?
I'm accepting it, but have we received any reports in reference to our water and sewer account?
No, we're working on the budget right now, so.
Don't they send those quarterly statements of what's in those accounts?
I'm just holding it. I promise.
I haven't seen one. You haven't seen one recently.
I'll see what I need.
I thought that they did that quarterly previously. They just quit sending us statements of what we have in those
Think I
accounts.
do. Or you
I mean,
can't.
I can ask them for it, but they're working on the budget, I know right now. Water and sewer.
We don't pay on the highway.
I would like to get a report on that. I'd like to know what some of our projects costed this year, or what they cost us, not costed. Long day.
What is the fiscal year for the township?
April 1st
Okay.
to March 8th.
But the county is October, I think.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Campbell,
Yes.
DeShano,
Yes.
Class,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Davidson.
Yes. Fire report.
I'll try and keep it short. Truck status, you guys all get the email, right? I still don't have an end date on it, so I wish I could give you more, but the decals are on it, so it looks like our truck, our name's on it, so it should be ours, with their names on it.
Just not here.
Yeah. Yeah. Shelves, SCBA brackets, generator and light gotta go on it. Al's pushing it through to get that done, so fingers crossed. And when we do get it, I'd like to try and have something so the community knows we got it and we can have popcorn or whatever, but we'll do something. Currently I have a total of 6 brand new applicants that I got within the last month. 5 of which will be going to the fire academy starting in December, which is a good thing. One of them, the other one would go, but he has college on Tuesdays and I couldn't talk him out of college to be a fight and call fireman, so he's still gonna go to college, so, but I did my best. With those 6, I also have 2 returns. Eric Knuckles returning November 1st, and Frank Gilbert is already returned, who both are already trained. Frank's up and running. Eric's going to start running in November after his kid's done with football. So that gives us a total of 8 new people, which brings us up to 20 total. So it's been a while since we had that many. 10 of which will be medically trained. 5 are in EMR right now, so when that's done, we'll have 15 out of the 20 will be medically trained. And out of that, that'll leave us 2 that's not medical trained. So that's a pretty big deal for us. With that, it does create a few things. I do have to order some new helmets, so I'll be ordering 6 new helmets, which are $3,300. Either way, they're going to have to get replaced because they're going to be at their 10-year mark next year. It's a horrible rule as far as I'm concerned, but that's just what we're stuck with. And that comes to the point of gear. I mean, it's a good problem to have. We're going to dig through our old gear, see what we got that fits people. But I've called today to check on gear rental, which may be cheaper for us to rent gear for the academy people, so that way if they decide halfway through they don't want to, we're not stuck with a $3,600 to $4,000 set of gear. The helmets we have to have anyway, so that's a no. Helmets, boots, and Nomex hoods I'm going to have to order. I'm getting prices on boots and hoods yet, but we don't need as many hoods as we do helmets. So looking at right now what I'm looking, we may be able to just rent coat and pants, and then I'll buy the boots and the Nomex goods to have to have them, but it'll probably be cheaper for us in the long run than $4 grand per person to get gear to say, well, I don't know if this is for me or something doesn't work. So, and with the rental, that comes with any normal wear, tear, anything that happens to it, they'll take care of all of it. So we don't have to worry about, the question was asked about borrowing gear from other departments. If we borrow gear from another department, we rip their pants and we got to buy them for them. The rental covers everything, as long as it's normal wear and tear. We had the pump class here. 9 people went through it. It was a whole weekend deal, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday advanced pump class. So we had 9 guys go through it. Everybody passed, 9 guys and girls, sorry. I'm trying out a 30-day, it's called the Bender Lift. I can send you all a link to it. It's basically, it goes around and it has leg straps with the lift assist we do to save on guys' backs. It's a $700 item, but $700 is pretty cheap if we don't blow out somebody's back trying to lift somebody off the floor. So right now we're trying it out for 30 days. Of course, we get 2-3 lift assists a month or more, and now that we got it in the back of the truck, I'm not complaining. Nobody's fell over and need to get help up, so we're good. So if that's all it takes, then we'll just keep it on the truck. We are currently we're working on, we're replacing the urinal. The drywall and stuff's bad there, so we bought some mud, we're mudding that up, and then we're going to paint the bathroom, so we're going to take care of that in our bathroom. Whoever painted it that horrible pink color in there is, I'm not really sure. It's soothing, sure, but it looks horrible, so. And it won't happen this year, but can I look into, like M&R, maybe ponder getting either slats or however it works, getting some windows in the 3 doors so that during the winter we have some actual light in the place. I'll just get some, I'll get some from M&R, and if somebody's got some other places to find, but I figure Ponder's here in the township, I'll check with them. I don't know if it's going to take a whole new slab or if they cut them up, put windows in. It's not my thing, but if I can get a couple bids for that just so we have it, it'd be nice to have some light in the station once in a while. So, and with that, the rest is on new business, so I think we're good. Grants go, the DNR grant's not due till, doesn't come out till December 1st. The Sinise grant is outside of its 90 days, so we can get that. AFG we're still waiting on, and I put in 2 more grants, one for firehouse subs and one for the power plant one that we did. So the firehouse subs one I asked for 4 dry suits to upgrade our practice suits we have Bryce. So that's it, that's all.
I have a couple questions for
Fire
you.
away.
I know it's shocking.
No?
I never ask questions, right?
I'd rather you ask questions now.
Okay, so we're still looking about a month out on the new truck. Are we guesstimate?
Guesstimate a month, yes, and I'm on Al, I, twice a week I'm asking him for, and sometimes I get an answer back, and sometimes I don't get an answer, which means I know he's probably tired of hearing me for the week, which is too bad. It's our truck, we paid the money for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
We paid
so-
the money for it, it's our truck, I wanna know where it's at, and I wanna know what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
well, I think that's a responsible thing to do.
right,
So you
absolutely.
said when we get the new truck that you want to have an event.
I'd like to do something.
Okay, so I would like to do something as well. Here's what I'm thinking.
Fire away.
You're the new fire chief.
I mean,
There has never been any type of ceremony or pinning or anything official for you as the fire chief.
I know,
So,
and we're gonna,
I think it would be nice to make that a community event.
that's fine. We're gonna change some of that out tonight with the thing that's in new business.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I received no supporting documentation.
Well, and there really isn't, I guess, it's, some of this is, I should have emailed these all and probably gave you the thing, and obviously some of this is a work in progress for me as far as getting things communicated out, but recently Lieutenant Bouchard, I promoted him to captain. So I asked if we could just set aside 5 minutes tonight for his wife to be able to pin his badge on him. I think it's something that they deserve. I think it's something that is needed. The guys worked their butts off, so I think it's simple than me just saying, here's your badge, good luck, and have a good day.
Well, I
So-
realize
and I
there
know you guys
hasn't-
are good with that.
Well, I realize that is something that is very important to recognize people, and it's something that hasn't really been happening. And I think that,
No,
exactly,
it's never
so
happened,
there's
so-
never been any pomp and circumstance. For me, and, you know, nothing against Captain, right, nothing against that. You're actually the fire chief. It should have happened for you, so
I'm not-
why wouldn't we team that up with the new truck that costs $750,000
And we
and do it
can.
all at once and make it an
Can I
event?
pin
can.
the badge
Yeah.
on?
It's something we've
Are you gonna
never
poke?
done in the past, which means I'm trying to change a few
Yeah.
things up
No.
and do things different.
But I think
And-
it would be a community
And
event.
and that would be fine. I'm
Yeah.
not the guy that's worried about what we do for me, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Well, I understand that, but
I know.
it seems like a little bit, you know, cart before the horse if we haven't even done that for you, to recognize somebody who you are the superior of, if you will, and you've never been recognized. So I'm just curious why we wouldn't make it a community event
We can.
with the new truck that cost a lot of money, right?
Absolutely.
And recognize you as the new chief at the same time that we recognize any other promotions. I think that that would be a nice event to get the community involved, and frankly, we don't have a lot of community.
Once I get a
events.
solid date on the truck, then I can get with you guys and we'll sit down and it's a nice, you know, Sunday afternoon event would be perfect. I think the community deserves to see the truck they got. That's why my huge push is when it's nice out here, them doors remain open all the time because people deserve to see what they pay for.
I agree, I
And I'm
agree.
a huge stickler on the trucks better be clean.
I would suggest, because this truck was on the assembly line and then sold out from underneath us the first time around, that you get the truck in hand
Oh, it'll be in the parking lot before we find it parked.
before you make the
And you know, they do the old fashioned push-ins, which obviously the truck's having to push in, so somebody get in, and you know what, the community can all lay hands on it, get it pushed in, we can do it. But we will all figure something out, I just think it's important that we have something for the community involved in, because it is their ability and their graciousness to pass our millages that helps us do what we do every day and lets us take care of these people, so they deserve to be a part of it. And, you know, if people don't know, that door is always open, you guys can come here and look at trucks and do whatever you want, anytime you want. The door is always open in this place, and there's somebody here all the time. And if there's ever any questions, please stop by. I'm here every day. Right. Yeah, exactly. I like not to be busy, but we get busier every year, and, you know, most of us are pretty super proud to provide the service that we do. And that's also a kudos to boards present and future that's laid this all out for us to be able to do this. We don't get here without the support mainly from the township residents and from our board, so.
Okay. Yeah, Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec's pretty easy. We approved the bill tonight. They had a ball tournament out here a couple weeks ago. That went really well. The kids are actually starting to come out here and I heard from the lawn crew that they couldn't finish cutting grass because kids were playing soccer, and I said, good, that's what we want. We want the kids to play soccer, so I got the paint and I started to do a little bit of work back there on that, and we're gonna get those nets up, and then that'll be that. We'll have them in hand to finish this season and get the next season going. The Scenic Point, I was informed, we surpassed the expectation. We have a commissioner in the hallway. How much money was raised in that, Timothy?
We matched it with 26,000 as of today, which means that MEDC gave us a notice today that they're gonna match 25,000 of it. So now we have a total of 50,000. Plus whatever we raise now is for us to keep. So we're very grateful for everybody who donated, put their time and effort into it. I announced it at our meeting tonight at the county, so we're very happy for everybody. So.
Yes. And it looks really nice. I mean, they took down some trees that were dead at the top. They cleaned that up really nice. I was fortunate to sit in with Kern County School Board and LCIC with the superintendent regarding the pickle park, or bicentennial, whatever you want to call that park. And the good news is the community still has a park, you know, and we're trying to figure out to make sure that continues. So our parks are looking really, really good, and the Ball Association is extremely excited about what's to come.
May I ask something? You said you approved a bill today and.
Oh, we got diamond dust.
Okay.
We did.
I don't know which one he was
The
going
Ball
with.
Association, I'm sorry, I didn't go down. The Ball Association made sure it was graded, cleaned, and they really worked hard. Drive through the park and take a look over here. They made sure the board approved that there be diamond dust purchased to put on the 3 diamonds, and there's a pile so that once they get the 4th diamond ready, the 4th diamond can have the diamond dust put on it. So the diamond dust is already here, and they'll be good to go. They really have worked extremely hard. I saw Hans out there one day just going to work at it, so it looks really good.
Okay, we don't have a hall report. Okay, approve the bills.
Motion to
Okay, approve bills. I don't know, something happened to this, and that's payroll.
payroll.
So so the first one here is I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
Second it.
No, nothing.
No?
DeShano,
Yes.
Class,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Davison,
Yes?
Campbell.
Yes.
Then I'll make a motion to approve payroll.
I'll second that. Works for me.
Class,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Davison,
Yes?
Campbell,
Yes.
DeShano.
Yes.
Then we have the building permit, or report. Any questions about the building report?
So 874 Linwood Road, it says not paid yet.
That's why it's just being held.
Okay. Is that the,
It's a gas station, on the road party store.
oh, okay, thank you.
Just because we go there enough, I know the address.
Yeah, I don't have them all, just in a Rolodex,
I got
so.
them, there's regular stuff, so.
Okay. Okay.
874 Linwood Road is the gas station at the expressway?
Yep.
And there's a building permit needs to be,
That's for the tower.
Is
The
it?
tower
That's
permit.
what it is. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think
Tower,
so either, but I couldn't.
874 is the tower.
Okay, so it was issued.
It's
They
AT&T.
were all excited about getting this, so we're hurried to do it, and AJ approved,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they haven't paid us, so that's why I had it written up on a permit, you know, on a numbered one, so.
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes more sense. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I think of it building out there. It's only about
He's
2
building-
years.
he's not building nothing, but the tower's getting upgraded, so everybody should have better cell service.
Let's hope.
Okay.
The blight report, I do have 5 of my blights written up to hand to the sheriff. I didn't write up the report because we have a lot going on around here. But one is Bowtel up in M13 there. Actually, there's 2 on Bowtel. There's one on,
Parish?
there's one on Parrish. There's the truck body sitting outside just past Paula's bar there in that storage unit. They got 3 truck bodies sitting out by the road.
Oh,
So they need to be removed. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was the 5th one? But I got 5 written up to hand to the sheriff. I gotta call into him to stop by here. Probably, it didn't, he left me a little message and it didn't sound like it was gonna be tomorrow, it'll probably be Thursday.
Are any of those that signed that MDOT wanted removed on M13?
Well, we've checked into some court cases in regards to signs. And we haven't got a report yet, but it could be more difficult once the building permit is signed and out than you think it is to get rid of it.
But it's in the roadway right of way.
Well, that's what we're doing.
It is out on MDOT's property,
Yes.
and the building permit expired, and it was never put on his private property. It was put on the roadway easement, which would give us the right to take it down. And the building permit is already dead, so you don't have to rescind the building permit.
Well, there's just a couple more things we need to check on before we continue with that particular project.
Isn't that zoned residential where that billboard is?
Sure is, and it's a billboard according to MDOT.
But there's no dwelling on it either, so it's zoned residential with no dwelling, but a commercial billboard according to MDOT within the right-of-way that MDOT wants removed.
So
That-
your question,
Question.
I've answered. There's some more we're gonna look into before I can tell you how we're gonna take that sign down. We have been looking into it and we're getting some case law on that to,
Long as that sign's up there, though, you're not gonna get it down.
Just start
Ooh,
calling Bay
yeah.
City TSC on a daily basis, and it will get removed.
So why would we not have a meeting, asking legal counsel here, since you're here, why would we not have a meeting with the landowner and invite MDOT to that meeting, and then our zoning administrator, and let it be made clear that you can't do what you did? Why have we,
We're in the process of giving a legal opinion to the township, which we can review in closed session at some point in time in the near future.
so just so everybody knows, I not only offered to take the sign down and give it to him, but the last time I talked to him, I offered to pay for the sign, take it down and give it to him, and he says no. So we have offered to buy the sign. The building permit should not have been signed, but it was. And so we're working on the sign yet. So I make a motion to accept.
Just one more
Communications.
question on that, since this is already opened up. We, as a township, never had jurisdiction to even issue a building permit in the right-of-way that is MDOT's. So the very issuing of that building permit to begin with
Was
was
breaking
not
the law.
legal, because this is MDOT's right-of-way. So if we were in the wrong there, the fact that we're essentially being held hostage by the person that put the sign up illegally, even if he did believe that it was a legal building permit, which it wasn't. The fact that he is unable to come to the table to come up with some kind of resolution is interesting, and the fact that there is